Let's start off strong with literally my favorite BookTok series ever, The Naturals. This entire series is fantastic. It's probably good if you're 15 because there's not a lot of spice or language. There's a little bit of joking and some language, but not terrible. But it is very graphic. You go into the killer's head in second person, which is amazing. Reading it is really graphic though, and it's super creative. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. But if you don't do well with graphic, you're not going to do well with the series. Easily a 6-star read, for sure. I have not read the entire Inheritance Game series. I've only read this first one, and I will say it was pretty slow for my taste. I am the type of person that really likes when there's a lot of adventure and a lot of things going on, and so I think that just made it drag a lot for me, but I think I kept starting new books, and I didn't finish this for 9 months. I'm not going to lie. The Good Girl's Guide to Murder is really good, and I like Holly Jackson's writing style a lot, and I really like the, what's it called even? I love the transcript interviews. That's a really fun take on, but this is probably good for 16 or 17-year-olds. There's some mature themes in it because it's like a murder mystery. You can imagine things don't exactly stay super PG, I guess. And there is bad swearing. So I give this one 4 stars, I think, 3 or 4. I did like the mystery a lot in it, and you do not see the ending coming, so good mystery. I did not know I was a thriller person until I read this book, and this one's probably good for 16 to 17-year-olds again, because it's a thriller, and there's a ton of bad swearing in this book, so if you do not know well with swearing, wouldn't recommend, but it's a 5-star read. Red Queen was really good. I love the dystopian fantasy mix. I think that was played out very, very well in this book. One thing I didn't like about just the series as a whole was how it ended, actually. I wasn't a huge fan of the love triangle and how that went. I felt like there was a lot of things that could have been redeemed that really weren't, and some of the characters felt two-dimensional. So I'm going to give this 4 stars. It's probably good if you're 15 or 16. Since this book just released, I'm going to review this too. I love the Hunger Games. I am a huge Hunger Games person, and this book is no exception. I cried a lot. 7 stars. Powerless. This is a great book if you're just starting to get into BookTok and reading and fantasy. I will say, very, very similar magic system to Red Queen, to the point of lines being the same, magic system being the same, and people are like, plagiarism. I tend to agree with that a bit, but I will say, Kai Azir, chef's kiss. He's perfection. I love him so much. The ending of this book broke my heart in 1,000 tiny pieces, and it never got put back together. So 6 stars. I'm going to review each of the Powerless book series individually because I have different thoughts about every book. Powerful, I loved this one. Also made me cry. What happened in Powerless, we have to relive 4 different times, 3 different point of views. So it's really sad, but it's really good, and I also love this edition because it's really pretty. Reckless was really good, but it was very similar to Dance of Thieves as far as the whole chain together thing. Again, it's Kai and Payton. This is still a 5-star book. I would say that the Powerless trilogy is probably good if you're 15 or so, but this book, it gets worse both spice-wise and language-wise. So I'd recommend probably 16 or so. It's just a chapter that you can just skip, and it's okay, but I was kind of disappointed with that. So this is just a 4-star read for me because I felt like it was too long and it just was all over the place. It's still worth reading, and I don't think you should not read the series because of this book, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping. Fearful, I'm not gonna lie, I think I got a chapter into it before I gave up because I did not like the voice in the book. I did not like the writing style. Everything felt just really off from everything else Lauren Roberts had written, and so I pretty much just DNF'd this book. I heard a lot of people like it. You'll probably still enjoy it, but not my personal thing. DNF. Throne of Glass. I got this book from a friend, and I will say it did not disappoint. This series as a whole, I think, gets worse age rating wise as it goes on, but this first book, 5 stars. It was really good, and it was clean. I think there was probably some language and maybe fade to black stuff, but I love the action in it in the last scene. So good. 5 stars. Prison Healer. This one has a special place in my heart. I will say there are some very dark and mature themes, so it's probably not good if you're under 16. Probably 16 plus is good. But I love Kiva so much. Kiva and Jaren, they have my whole heart. And this is a 5-star. The whole series is good. And the next 2 books actually get better age rating wise. It's this first book that's the worst. If you can handle this, you can handle the rest of the series. I loved the entire series. I loved the ending. Whole series is 5 stars. Cruel Prince. The first book is a little slow. I did get through it and I loved it. This was probably 4 stars. Good if you're 14 or 15 or so. I liked the magic system a lot. I love how they go from shopping at Target to a magical world in the first 2 chapters. That just really, I loved that. I did not expect that, and I am so here for it. The age rating for the last book in the Cruel Prince series does get a little worse because there's one scene, I think it's a chapter that you can just skip, but it's probably good for 16 plus. I think there's some swearing in it too, so just be aware of that. But I still think it's worth reading, and this was also a 5-star book. I just had to skip some parts. The Kiss of Deception series. Mary E. Pearson, I think, is my favorite writer, that and Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This book was really good, and I did not see the plot twist coming. I'm not even going to say anything else about it, but you need to read it just for the plot twist. It's probably good, 15 to 16. I don't even really remember what kind of content there was. I think it was minimal swearing. Her books don't have a ton of swearing, just infrequent stuff. I think 15 to 16-year-olds is probably good. The last book in the Kiss of Deception series, I was kind of disappointed by the ending, and so it's 4 stars, but the rest of the series is 5 stars. Chef's kiss. Editing me here. I forgot to say that in the last one, Beauty of Darkness, there is, like, a little bit of spice or something. It was, like, skippable, and I don't really remember, but that is there, so probably 16 plus. This book will forever go down in history as my favorite book ever. This gets 17,000 stars, and I never do that. It's just so good. I'd rate it, I think 15-year-old is perfect. There's not anything going on between the characters. The swearing is, again, minimal. And it's literally my favorite book ever. These characters have my entire heart. This is book 2 of 2 of the Dance of Thieves duology, and I don't even need to explain anything. You just see how ripped this book is from me rereading it so many times. This book is even better than Dance of Thieves, and I love this one so much. I've gone back and reread it, I think, 10 times. So, highly recommend. Again, 15, it's probably good. 18,000 stars. Legend. It's a bit stereotypical, and it was a little young for me. It was not my thing. I think if you're like 14, it's good. There was not a lot of content warnings in it or anything that I'd give. It was just very cliche and predictable and kind of flat. But if you're okay with a subtle enemies to lover dystopian, you'd enjoy it. It's not great. It's 3 stars, but I enjoyed it enough. I liked Cinder a lot, but it did feel a little young. This is probably good if you're 12. It's a good book. I did finish the whole thing, and I'm going to continue to read the rest of the Lunar Chronicles, but it just, I didn't love it. So it's 4 stars. It was good. Heartless. Need I go on? If you want a book that will break you and make you cry and want to throw it against the wall, this is the book for you. 5 stars. I love this one. It's good if you're 12. It's good. I love it. I love it so much. The Selection series. I really, really liked the Selection series. It's probably good for 15-year-olds, and I'd say it's probably a 4-star series for me. I liked it. It was a little bit predictable. I didn't know exactly who to root for, but I did love how it ended, and I really liked the relationship between the characters. After the Selection trilogy, there is a duology. It's the Heir and the Crown. I was not really a fan of this. Like, I've heard of a love triangle, but I've never heard of a love shape that has 17 different sides. I just didn't know who to root for. I DNF'd this. I still have a bookmark in it, actually. A bluey bookmark. And I didn't know who to root for. I wasn't sure. So this was 3 stars. It was good. And I'll probably like it when I finish it, but I didn't want to finish it right now. Assistant to the Villain was also really good. This is probably 15 or 16 years old, but I love this one. This one is really fun because it's cliche-ly villain and it knows it, and the writing is so sarcastic. I am never sarcastic ever, but this book is 5 stars. I really liked this one. I'm in the middle of Apprentice to the Villain right now, and 5 stars. 1,000 Heartbeats. It's very destroyed. Need I go on? 6 stars. It's amazing. I love this book so much. Everyone should read this if you're over 13 or 14. It's so good, guys. Trust me. Okay, like and subscribe. I love you guys.